When to fertilize zoysia? Well, zoysia, like the rest of our grasses, as long as we're talking about established grass, not brand new grass. If it's brand new, we recommend you wait 4 to 6 weeks and put out a half rate of whatever the manufacturer, the bag on the bag suggests. But if we're talking about established grass, I would say zoysia, it does require probably the same number of fertilizations per year as the St. Augustine. The Bermudas require a little bit more than all of those, but I would say 2 to 3 times per year. I like to fertilize in early spring, as soon as I'm sure. It's kind of a gamble coming out of the winter. You want to make sure that the last frost has happened. Usually for us, I would say early March is probably a fairly safe bet. If you put the fertilizer out there and you get a frost, you've kind of wasted your money. You're going to have to fertilize again. So if you're confident that the first frost is passed, you could fertilize, and whatever you do follow the directions on the bag. Put it out with a spreader. And follow the directions that the manufacturer suggests. Don't ever throw fertilizer out with your hand. It will be uneven and you'll cause all sorts of problems, and it's bad for the runoff. That fertilizer is going to end up running off in our water system and stuff like that. The little hand spreaders work okay if you have a small area as well. But I also so I would say early spring. And sometimes I do a late spring, right before we get real hot in the summer, say mid to late May. And then I don't put any fertilizer out over the summer normally, unless I'm positive that I can get enough water on it as soon as I put it down, because you can burn it if you put fertilizer out and don't water it in quick and thoroughly. You can burn the grass, and that's not good either. And then in September, early September, normally I'll fertilize again, and the purpose of that fertilization is to give it the grass some good nutrition to store up over the winter, and then it'll help it come out in the spring better. Is the reason for that fall fertilization? Even though the grass is fixing to go dormant, you want it to store up its resources so it'll have something to come out in the spring with. So that's what I would recommend, 2 to 3 times per year in those time periods.